Quezon Province is a place of multifaceted enchantment. It is known for its coconut plantations, colorful festivals, and the inescapable presence of the majestic Mount Banahaw. On a visit to Quezon, you will find a land rich in a variety of diversions and opportunities. You will see mountains and valleys teeming in wildlife and greenery. You will see lovely beaches and wonderful dive spots. Ancestral homes dating to the early 1900s. Luxury estates sporting modern conveniences. Power plants striving to deliver clean energy. Adventure camps for outdoor recreation. Sacred sites offering spiritual journeys. Nature spots such as caves, rivers, and lakes. Peaceful eco resorts where you can get away from it all. Like the coconut palm, Quezon Province is naturally versatile, yielding all kinds of wonders. The nectar of the coconut flower is used to produce lambanog, a drink that is part of Quezon's heritage. It is still collected in the traditional way. Here, we see a collector, known as the mangangari, skillfully negotiating a tricky gauntlet of soaring palms and makeshift poles in his quest for the precious nectar. This is Malyari Distillery in Tayabas, Quezon. It is one of the oldest producers of lambanog, which it ferments and distills in much the traditional manner. The process produces 80 to 90 proof liquor, a potent alcoholic drink that is simultaneously smooth, hearty, and revitalizing. Lambanog is a legendary drink in Quezon and all over the Philippines, but it is also becoming known outside the country. The traditional drink has been given a contemporary makeover and introduced in the United States as a vuco, a premium distilled coconut vodka. Lambanog is only one of the many food and agricultural products that Quezon is known for. At Kamayan sa Palaisdaan Restaurant, diners enjoy local specialties such as fresh tilapia, ginataang suso, escargot cooked in coconut milk, pansit habhab, the local noodles, lukban langgonisa, Lukban Town's version of pork sausage, pako or fiddlehead fern, a delicacy sought out by foreigners. Pilipit is a sticky treat made out of squash. Budin, or cassava cake, is another provincial specialty. In Tayabas, you will find a small street known as Calle Budin, which is lined with food vendors selling the popular snack and other tasty treats. In nearby Sariaya, the Pamilihang Bayan, the People's Market, acts as a centralized market for farmers and consumers to trade agricultural produce without having to rely on middlemen. Fresh agricultural goods are available here at wholesale prices. Another agricultural product of Quezon Province is buli, or palm fiber. Buli is used in weaving a startling variety of products, from simple mats to bags, hats, footwear, household decor, and the list goes on. Quezon Province is also looking beyond its traditional food and agri-product industries, as in the case of premium lambanol. Quezon is seeking to infuse a more contemporary approach to food production and agribusiness. Here at Quezon National Agricultural School, students are provided with a clean laboratory-like environment stocked with modern food processing equipment. The students are being prepared to take food production to the next level. But Quezon Province is expanding into other industries as well, one major thrust being power generation. This is the Quezon Power Plant in Mauban. It's operated by the Quezon Power Limited Company, or QPL. The QPL plant generates electricity through firing low-sulfur coal imported from Indonesia, which is delivered directly to its own shipping dock. QPL is capable of producing 440 megawatts of electricity, enough to light 276,000 modern homes. Even as Quezon Province ventures into advanced technological industries, it is also looking at preserving its past, its cultural heritage. This is Villa Sariaya, the ancestral home of Catalino and Luisa Rodriguez, originally constructed in 1922. It is a mansion befitting the lifestyle of a prominent family. A peek within the house gives us an idea of how the Rodriguez clan lived. There are stately bedrooms, a variety of dining areas for different occasions, a grandiose living room where the Rodriguez family entertained illustrious visitors. Costumed actors playing Don Catalino and his wife welcome us to a dinner party, just as in the old days. It is the early 20th century high society come back to life. Visitors can put on classic Filipiniana regalia and experience a small slice of the life of our ancestors. It's cocktail hour. Who doesn't love a good costume party? Sariaya is one of the rare towns where ancestral homes are still standing in good condition. But other towns do have heritage houses as well. In Tiaong, Quezon, there stands a mansion built in 1927, which is known as the Old Haunted Stone House. Its facade was designed by the acclaimed Filipino architect Tomas Mapua. The garden features a sculpture of a character from the national hero Jose Rizal's novel El Filibusterismo, that of Elias, capturing a crocodile. Inside the house, renovations are ongoing. The owner's heirs are hoping to restore the mansion to its former glory. One day, the old stone house may once again host lavish parties, perhaps with visitors dressed as characters from Rizal's El Fili. culture, fine liquor, delectable food. These would be enough to attract most visitors. But Quezon has even more to offer. Like what, you may ask? How about adventure, exploration, relaxation, spirituality, tranquility, communion with nature? Quezon has it all. Looking for adventure? Visit the adventure camp at Batis Aramin, Lukban. It is a perfect place for beginners to get a feel for outdoor sports like rappelling and wall climbing. Skilled instructors will guide you in how to safely rappel down a 50-foot wall. You'll also learn how to climb it, and you'll love soaring down on the zip line. If you want more of a challenge, visit Quezon National Park in Atimona. Here you can try cycling along the winding curves of the highway known as Bitukang Manok, which literally means chicken intestines. Quezon National Park is also home to Mount Pinagbandirahan. It is an easy 1-hour trek to the top of Pinagbandirahan Peak. Along the way, you can enjoy the beauty of the forest and of fascinating stone formations and caves. At the summit of Mount Pinagbandirahan, take a moment to rest and delight in the magnificent view. Up there, you can see the Sierra Madre Mountains, the towns of Atimona and Pagbilao, and the sweeping Lamon Bay. This is Lamon Bay. It is a massive body of water lined with numerous sandy beaches, so you can find quite a few resorts along its length. Lamon Bay is home to the biggest rotary seal artificial reef. It is now an excellent spot for scuba diving and snorkeling. Corals grow on the concrete structures that make up the reef. A diversity of tropical fish and other marine life inhabit its waters. If you are looking for a more relaxing form of recreation, try visiting one of Quezon's many resorts, such as Balay Sadiaya Resort in Sariaya, Quezon. It has cozy little cottages just a skip and a hop away from the resort's swimming pool. Not a bad place to rest up after a busy day of hiking and reef diving. In Pagbilao, Quezon, you can stay at Silangang Nayon, a place known for its restaurant perched on the surface of the sea. It now has a resort residence overlooking the glassy waters of Lamon Bay. In Tayabas, you will want to visit the recreational utopia that is the Graceland Estates and Country Club. This quixotic development, the dream of landowner Ronaldo Soliman, blends the natural beauty of the Tayabas landscape with architectural finesse and luxurious comforts. It has the amenities of a first-class resort with a lagoon for boating, jet skiing, and fishing, 2 swimming pools, bicycle trails, and an adventure camping site. Graceland is so alluring that you may want to make it your home. That's why the estate offers the Graceland Residences. Elegantly outfitted condominium units that allow you to experience the pleasures of countryside living with the advantages of sophisticated modern comforts. Even as real estate developments rise all over the province, the colossus that is Mount Banahaw looms above all like a faithful guardian. This sacred mountain has long attracted religious devotees who come seeking spiritual healing and redemption. But Mount Banahaw is currently closed to visitors, and those who seek to make a pilgrimage must look to other sacred sites. In the foothills of Mount Banahaw, you will find Kamay ni Jesus. It is a park surrounding a church presided over by Father Joey Fallier, who is known to his flock as the healing priest. He has built a place that is both tourist attraction and shrine, featuring the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve, Noah's Ark, and the Last Supper. If you wish, you can climb up a racking 292 steps that take you past the 14 stations of the cross, depicting scenes from the Passion of the Christ. At the top, there stands a 50-foot statue of the risen Christ. For believers, it is an awe-inspiring sight. After climbing to spiritual heights, you can turn in the opposite direction and plunge into the depths of the earth. The village of Kinabuhayan in Dolores is the site of a sacred spring known as Bakas ni Cristo, or the footprint of Christ. The spring is said to take the shape of a giant footprint. People come here to light prayer candles and collect healing water from the spring. Alongside the spring, you will find small caves whose walls give shelter to religious shrines. In the tomb-like darkness, the candles left by pilgrims provide a few small wisps of light. A narrow hole in the rock leads to a cavernous tunnel where more shrines are concealed. Only a devoted pilgrim or an adventurous explorer will squeeze through the difficult passage. Caverns, rivers, mountains, lakes. Perhaps because the locals consider these nature sites to be holy places, many of them remain relatively untouched to this day. Now the province is highlighting such undeveloped places as ecotourism destinations. The trick will be to bring in more tourists while preserving the purity and simplicity that makes these destinations so attractive. This is the dilemma faced by the fisherfolk of Lake Ticum. On the outskirts of Tiaong, the lake is cradled inside a volcanic caldera and surrounded by lush vegetation. Boating on Lake Ticum is an immensely placid experience. It feels like you have turned the clock back over 100 years to a simpler primordial era. On the lake, the modern world feels so very far away. Lake Ticum offers the kind of experience that backpackers the world over would treasure. In the nearby village of Lusacan of Tiaong, another backpacker's destination is slowly emerging. Luis Umali Stewart has been conducting the Tiaong Paper Workshop on these grounds, teaching people the art of grassroots paper making. The workshop site has no official name, although locals refer to the place as Papila, which translates to paper factory. The surrounding area is covered in thick grass and clusters of rainforest. For the most part, Louis Stewart has let the forest growth run wild, giving flora and fauna a chance to thrive. He says that wild birds, fruit bats, lizards, snakes, and civet cats make their home in the woods here. Visitors can camp out in the wilderness or sleep in a simple hut. In one area, rustic wooden houses offer slightly more luxurious accommodations. The Paper Workshop site is a place you go to escape your everyday cares and live a simpler life, closer to the earth. Louis Stewart's brother, Dr. Godofredo Stewart, lives on a nearby hilltop. His place is called Pulang Lupa, or red soil, and it is frequently open to visitors. Pulang Lupa sits upon the highest point in Tiaong, and the view from here is marvelous. The house itself is delightful to admire, with its Mediterranean-inspired architecture, its outdoor sculptures. Pulang Lupa is not a resort. It is more a retreat for contemplation and the appreciation of both nature and art. It is also a good place for travelers to stop and rest a while. A few minutes away in Dolores, a hidden slice of paradise awaits. To get there, you need to take a four-wheel drive along a mountainous dirt road. It's a bumpy ride. But at the end, you reach Bangkong Kahoy, a sublime valley tucked between the lofty peaks of Mount Cristobal and Mount Banahaw. Also known as BK Valley, Bangkong Kahoy is an eco-resort and nature camp developed by landowner Dion Pulyan to support the livelihood of the local vegetable farmers. Bangkong Kahoy offers magnificent scenery, horseback riding, lawn mower sledding, ziplining, bird watching, an organic restaurant, organic coffee, camping grounds, luxurious villas, nipa huts. You can sleep safely in these open-air huts that have no doors, and many travelers come here to do just that. It's hard to believe that a world so tranquil and so close to nature is found only a few hours away from Metro Manila. That's Quezon Province in a nutshell, or a coconut shell. For Quezon has such multivaried delights to offer. From its beaches to its reefs, from its industrial plants to its sacred shrines, from its mountains to its valleys, from luxury estates to getaways to a more simple life. Quezon has diversions and pleasures to suit every taste. Quezon is nothing short of enchanting.
Quezon Province is located southeast of Metro Manila. It would take one around 2 hours to get to Quezon Province. We are one of the few provinces, if not the only province, that is bound by two bodies of water, South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean. And you can just imagine our long coastline, and which also endows my province with a lot of fantastic and beautiful beaches. We take a lot of pride in our culture, in our heritage, and of course in the historical background that our province possesses. And one of the major fiestas that the country is known for is actually located in our province, which is Payas in Lucban. Our number one produce is actually derived from coconut. And the major export of the country, around 30 to 40% come from Quezon Province. The other products that are generated by the coconut industry, buri is one of them, lambanog is another, which is a certain type of liquor. Our province also boasts of the 2 major power plants in the country. Quezon Province also has a very active tourism sector. We're very proud that in a few years, one of the best 5-star resorts will be operational in our province, which is located in the island of Balyasin. I invite everybody to please come visit Quezon Province.